Imagine watching your trading account grow while everyone else panics around you. Picture yourself making calm, smart decisions when the market gets crazy. This isn't just a dream. It's what happens for traders who learn one important skill that separates winners from losers. What I'm about to share with you isn't about finding the perfect stock or timing the market perfectly. Instead, we're going to look at the most powerful but overlooked tool that every successful trader has: patience mixed with strong mental control. The market tests your emotions every single day. If you've ever felt that familiar pain of regret after making a quick trade, or wondered how top traders stay calm when chaos happens around them, then you're about to learn something that can change your whole approach to trading. Let me tell you about the most hidden power in the stock market. Everyone knows making money in the market takes skill, but very few understand that the real winners are those who learn the art of waiting. This isn't about learning which stocks to buy or when to sell them. This is about understanding that sometimes doing nothing at all is the strongest move you can make. Picture this situation. You invest in a good stock and suddenly it starts falling. Fear spreads through the market like wildfire. People around you are selling in panic, but you stay perfectly calm. Why? Because you have a strength that most traders completely ignore: the amazing power of patience in the market. In the stock market, nothing happens instantly, even though every second feels like a high-speed race. The real players, however, are those who move slowly and deliberately, striking only when the perfect moment presents itself. For any serious trader or investor, patience isn't just helpful, it's absolutely essential. It shapes your mental stability, influences your thinking patterns, and determines the quality of your decisions. Now, patience doesn't mean sitting quietly forever doing nothing. It means waiting for exactly the right moment. And when that golden opportunity finally arrives, taking decisive action with complete confidence in yourself. Look at the success stories of every legendary investor you can think of. You'll discover one thing they all have in common: they stood by their carefully considered decisions for extended periods and ultimately conquered the market. Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, their real secret weapon was never some complex strategy or insider knowledge. It was simply their extraordinary patience. Many people treat the stock market like some kind of video game: earn fast, run fast, grab profits quickly. But true, lasting profit always goes to those who move with time, not desperately against it. The market constantly tries to trick you with urgent messages: buy now, sell immediately, act fast before it's too late. But patience whispers something entirely different: wait, think carefully, then act with purpose. If you choose to adopt just one quality starting today, let it be patience. Your mindset, your decision-making process, and your long-term earnings can all transform dramatically when you learn to wait for the right decisions in the market. When we're forced to wait for important decisions in the market, so many intense feelings bubble up inside us. Fear grips us, greed tempts us, restlessness consumes us, and sometimes pure frustration takes over. This is precisely when patience matters most, because when we manage to stay calm, we can think with crystal clarity. There are essentially two types of people operating in the market. Some react instantly to every piece of news or market movement. Others respond thoughtfully after careful consideration. Reactions come purely from emotion, while responses come from disciplined thinking. This fundamental difference is what separates losing traders from consistently successful ones. You've probably witnessed this yourself. People panic at every small market dip and desperately sell everything they own. Others jump into buying frenzies when prices rise, driven purely by greed and fear of missing out. But the person who stays calm and asks themselves, is this drop real or just market panic? That person ends up making the most substantial profits. Patience doesn't guarantee you'll win every single trading day, but it absolutely makes you a winner in the long run. It's a special kind of mental strength that saves you from unnecessary market noise and emotional turbulence. The market keeps testing you relentlessly. How quickly do you panic? How easily do you get overly excited? And most importantly, how long can you maintain your composure? Every time you feel that urgent voice saying, "I should do something right now," pause for just a moment. Ask yourself this critical question: Is it really necessary to act immediately, or is this just my restlessness and anxiety pushing me toward a potentially costly mistake? Your mind will shout, do something, anything, but your patience will calmly say, stop and think first. Even the most accomplished market masters believe this fundamental truth. If you don't have patience, you essentially have nothing. Because patience gives your carefully considered decisions the time they desperately need to prove themselves right. Now that you're beginning to understand the true power of patience, let me ask you something honest. Have you ever taken a trade simply because waiting felt unbearably difficult? If your answer is yes, you're definitely not alone. It's completely human nature. But here's the encouraging news. This tendency can absolutely be changed. What we're working toward is developing a mindset where you can stay completely calm during market ups and downs, think with remarkable clarity, and earn consistent profits through the sheer power of patience. Imagine if you possessed a magical ability that could prevent you from making wrong decisions. Would you want that power? In the world of trading and investing, that magic is time itself. And time only rewards those who truly understand how to wait. Many traders believe you must be lightning fast to succeed in the market. But the real game isn't about speed at all. It's about maintaining rock-solid stability. People who frantically try to catch every market move often exhaust themselves completely and eventually give up in frustration. Think about this common scenario. You carefully pick a genuinely great stock, but it moves much slower than you initially hoped. You become restless, start doubting your original analysis, and sell it hastily. Just a few weeks later, that same stock takes off dramatically. How would you feel in that moment? This is where patience reveals its true strength. It matures your decision-making process, calms your insecurities and rush to action, and tells you with confidence, I know my choice is fundamentally sound and I'll give it proper time to work. Many inexperienced investors think staying constantly active is the secret key to success. But the truth is, sometimes doing absolutely nothing is the smartest strategy you can possibly employ. The real masters of the market are those who control themselves when everyone else is making noise. When everyone is running around frantically, they sit quietly and think carefully. Your mind will keep pressuring you to take action constantly. But always remember this. A wise investor takes every single step after careful thought, never out of panic or emotional impulse. So the next time you feel that familiar restlessness creeping in, ask yourself one simple but powerful question. Is your next move coming from genuine patience and analysis or from fear and hasty impulse? This one question can save you from foolish decisions and protect your portfolio from falling apart. Every successful trader and investor shares one crucial characteristic. They didn't treat patience as just another nice quality to have. Instead, they turned it into an unbreakable habit. And this habit is what makes them stand out dramatically from the crowd. Think about what happens when the market falls sharply. Panic spreads everywhere like a contagious disease. Breaking news flashes constantly on television screens. Rumors flood social media platforms. Friends and relatives keep advising you to sell everything before it gets worse. But have you ever noticed something interesting? The biggest profits in the market come exactly during those moments when everyone else is running away in complete terror. Patience isn't just about sitting quietly and waiting passively. It's actually proof of the deep trust you have in your own research, experience, and carefully developed strategy. When you wait calmly, you're essentially showing the world, I trust my decision completely. Many people mistakenly think patience is a form of weakness. They feel that someone who just waits around must have somehow lost their edge. But the real winner is always the one who stays in the game the longest. You've probably heard Warren Buffett's famous observation. The stock market is essentially a tool for transferring money from the impatient to the patient. Those who can't hold their nerve consistently end up handing their hard-earned money to those who can remain calm under pressure. Now let me connect this directly to your own life experiences. Whenever you've made a quick decision in the past, whether to buy something or sell it, was it always the right choice? Probably not. When you finally learn to be genuinely patient, you stop yourself from making choices driven purely by emotion. The market doesn't operate on feelings or emotional impulses. It works on smart, calculated thinking. Patience keeps you internally calm and clears your mind completely. When everyone else is running around blindly, you can see what's actually happening behind all the noise. So patience doesn't just help you in the market, it becomes your fundamental strength in life too. It separates you from the crowd, and when that crowd moves in the wrong direction, going the opposite way often brings the most substantial rewards. Now that you understand the power of this silent superpower, let's go deeper and explore how to truly make it an integral part of who you are. Have you ever wondered what you're really accomplishing when you wait patiently for a trade in the market? You're not just passing time aimlessly, you're actively shaping your mindset. And this mindset sits at the very root of every decision you make. Patience isn't a one-time choice you make and forget about. It's a habit that must be practiced and reinforced every single day, in every trade, through every market swing. To truly adopt it, you must train that part of your mind which constantly craves quick results. Today's world runs entirely on instant gratification. Instant messaging, instant food delivery, instant approval on social media. Our brains have been conditioned for this immediate satisfaction. I want it fast. I want it now. But the market operates on completely different principles. Here, the real rewards go to those who deeply respect time and understand its value. Building a truly patient mindset means training your mind to wait calmly until the perfect moment arrives. This doesn't mean you're being lazy or passive. It means you're being strategically calm and thoughtful. It's exactly like a skilled hunter in the jungle, waiting quietly and motionlessly for the perfect shot. He doesn't run around frantically or panic when nothing happens immediately. He watches carefully, understands the situation completely, and strikes only when the timing is absolutely perfect. A successful trader must develop this same mindset and approach. To strengthen this patient mindset, self-control becomes your most important tool. When you stop getting restless with every tiny movement on the price chart, you can finally play the bigger, more important game. When you don't run away scared at every small market dip, you stay in the race for the long run. Every time you sit down to analyze the market, ask yourself this crucial question: am I being truly patient today? If your honest answer is yes, know that you're reaching a level of mental strength that very few people ever achieve. Right now, you're climbing the steps toward this rare mental strength. The next important step is learning to recognize the common traps that make you impatient and reactive. Patience isn't just a nice personality trait. It's a genuine mental skill that grows stronger with consistent daily practice. But the biggest obstacle to developing this skill is often our own mind. Our brain keeps whispering urgently, "Do something. Why are you just waiting around?" When we watch those red and green candles moving constantly on our screens, it feels like we absolutely must do something, anything at all. But this is precisely the moment where the critical difference between a wise investor and an emotional gambler becomes crystal clear. Having a truly patient mindset means understanding that when there's no clear opportunity present, doing nothing is actually the smartest move you can make. But unfortunately, society has taught us the exact opposite from childhood. We've been constantly told, work hard, stay busy, keep doing something productive. That's why when we're doing nothing, it feels like we're somehow falling behind everyone else. This very mindset is what causes significant losses in the market. That's when you have to firmly remind yourself, doing nothing is also doing something important. When you successfully avoid jumping into a bad trading setup, you're unknowingly saving your precious capital. And this saved capital is exactly what brings you much bigger profits when the genuinely right opportunity finally presents itself. If you want to build genuinely strong patience, you must first identify the specific triggers that push you toward making hasty decisions. Is it someone's profit screenshot on social media? Is it some random expert's "buy now" alert? Is it FOMO, the fear of missing out on potential gains? Every time one of these triggers shakes your emotions, pause immediately. Take a deep breath and ask yourself honestly, is this decision aligned with my trading system, or is it just a result of my fear and greed? When you start checking yourself like this regularly, your mindset slowly but surely shifts toward that of a true professional trader. Can you maintain complete control when the entire market tries to pressure you into taking action? That's the real test of your patience and discipline. Watching the market's dramatic movements with a completely calm mind is one of the most challenging skills to develop. When the market suddenly shows a significant rise or a dramatic drop, our first instinct is always, "I should do something immediately." But professional investors and experienced traders understand that real strength belongs to those who stand steady through these intense ups and downs. Patience isn't just about waiting for long periods. It means staying completely calm until exactly the right time arrives and successfully avoiding reactive moves at the wrong moments. When rumors are flying everywhere, scary headlines dominate the news, and your screen fills with alarming red candles, patience becomes the protective shield that saves you from costly wrong moves. Remember this important truth. When you panic and sell a stock in fear, someone else is buying it patiently from you. You think you're avoiding a potential loss, but that other investor believes they're getting a precious asset at a significant discount. Time will ultimately reveal who was correct, but the fundamental difference begins right there: who had patience and who acted in fear. In trading and investing, patience functions as your secret weapon. You won't see it displayed on any chart or find it in any technical indicator. It lives inside your mindset, in your thinking patterns, your reactions, and your trust in your own carefully developed plan. Ask yourself this honest question: do I panic when I see dramatic market movements, or do I understand them and respond wisely? There's a thin but crucial line between these two approaches, and that line determines whether you stay stuck in losses or move steadily toward long-term success. So the next time the market drops sharply and people start selling in fear, ask yourself, is this really happening because of genuine fundamental change, or is it just panic? If the answer is panic, then your patience becomes your greatest possible strength. Have you ever noticed that the people who earn the most money often appear the least active? They don't trade constantly. They don't jump into the market every single day. Instead, they wait patiently, and when the timing is absolutely perfect, they strike decisively. That's the true power of patience. It's a quiet strategy that silently leaves all the noisy traders behind. Patience isn't a slow, passive process. It's the remarkable ability to pause thoughtfully in a world that's rushing frantically toward quick decisions. It becomes even more important when FOMO, fear of missing out, completely surrounds you. Others are running around frantically, stocks are shooting up dramatically, social media screams, "Buy now or lose your chance forever." In these intense moments, patience becomes your protective shield, guarding you from rushed mistakes that you'll regret later. Always remember this fundamental truth: real growth comes to those who don't fight the market every single day, but instead stay committed to the game for the long run. Such people remain steady in their decisions because they understand something crucial. You don't need to chase every opportunity that comes along. You need to take the right step at exactly the right time. And here's something absolutely crucial to understand. Patience isn't just about sitting around and waiting passively. It's the valuable time you use to prepare yourself for when genuine opportunities finally arrive. When you're being patient, you're simultaneously strengthening your trading system, sharpening your analytical strategy, clearing your thinking patterns, and reflecting deeply on your past performance. You're tightening your discipline and mastering the essential art of managing risk effectively. During this waiting period, you're elevating yourself to a level where your decisions flow from careful analysis rather than emotional impulse. This mental preparation, this quiet patience, this important inner work, this is what sets you apart from the 90% who blindly follow the crowd. Have you ever observed that the people who earn the most money are typically those who stay committed to the market for years and years? These aren't people who trade frantically every single day. They make every decision with a strong, well-thought-out plan and crystal clear thinking. They truly understand and respect the incredible power of patience. Patience isn't just about waiting, it's about using that waiting time wisely and productively. Every single day, thousands of things happen in the market. Stocks rise and fall dramatically. Indices fluctuate wildly. Crude oil prices jump around. The media spreads fear and uncertainty. Social media platforms push you to act immediately. But a true professional trader or investor remains perfectly calm in the middle of all this chaos and noise. They trust their plan completely, work on it quietly and consistently, and view the market's movements through their systematic approach rather than their emotions. Understand this principle very clearly. Impatience can completely destroy your trading account. You've probably witnessed this yourself. Many people rush to buy or sell as soon as the market moves even slightly. Why do they do this? Because they simply don't know how to wait patiently. They feel that if they don't act immediately, they'll miss out on potential profits. But here's the truth. Losing money from wrong decisions hurts much more than missing one small market move. You can only build genuine patience when you have a strong, reliable strategy. When you know exactly when to enter a trade and when not to, when you trust your system completely, when you believe your process is fundamentally solid, only then can you wait calmly and confidently. Patience isn't about waiting for extremely long periods. It's about waiting for exactly the right time. It's like that skilled hunter sitting motionlessly in the jungle for hours, emotionless, fearless, without any sense of hurry. And when that perfect moment finally arrives, he makes just one precise, decisive shot. A smart investor operates in exactly the same way. They watch the market carefully, take detailed notes, and enter positions only when the opportunity and their plan match perfectly. To learn this level of patience, you need to fundamentally shift your mindset. You have to stop fearing losses and start learning valuable lessons from them. You have to break free from the dangerous addiction to overtrading, and you have to understand that the desire to earn money every single day can actually become your biggest weakness. Patience isn't just waiting around, it's the quality time you spend understanding yourself, your trading system, and how the market actually moves. Those who truly make substantial money in the market understand they don't have to trade every day, but they do need to improve themselves every single day. That's the fundamental difference between an average trader and a long-term winner. Think about this carefully. The market keeps testing your patience over and over again. When you hold a genuinely good position but it moves very slowly, your mind naturally gets restless. You start thinking, maybe I made the wrong entry, or perhaps I should cut my losses now. Or when you're waiting for a breakout pattern and it just doesn't materialize, you begin doubting your entire analysis. These are the precise moments where 90% of traders lose their patience and abandon their plans, while the remaining 10% make history. Remember this important truth. There is no shortcut to developing genuine patience. You have to fight with yourself to build it. And this becomes the toughest fight of all because there's no external enemy to blame. It's an entirely internal journey where you must battle your own fear, your own greed, and most challenging of all, your FOMO, that nagging fear of missing out. That persistent feeling that if you don't jump in right now, you'll miss all the potential profits. But understand this clearly, the market provides you with opportunities every single day. New chances come regularly and consistently. But your capital is limited, your energy is limited, and above all, your mental capacity is limited. So you absolutely must choose when, where, and how you will respond to these opportunities. And that's only possible if you have developed true patience. Sometimes in the market, you plan everything perfectly. You have your ideal setup ready, your analysis is complete, but the signal you're waiting for never comes. You wait for hours but find no suitable trades. The people who are strong in patience treat this, no trade, day as a victory too, because they didn't break their rules or compromise their standards. But those who are weak in patience get restless, jump into random trades just to feel active and engaged, and then regret it later when those trades go against them. So next time you feel like, I absolutely must do something, pause and ask yourself, is this part of my systematic approach, or is it just my impatience talking? Because very often, we're not trading to do the right thing. We're trading just to do something, anything at all. The traders who last successfully in the market don't just have patience, they have smart patience. There's a significant difference between patience and inaction. Patience means you think carefully before you act. Inaction means you do nothing because you're scared of making any move at all. Success in the market comes to those who understand this thin but crucial line. Think about this scenario. You spot a stock forming a classic technical setup. You're monitoring it closely, but inside there's a restlessness building. Should I enter now? What if I miss this chance? This is precisely where impulsive traders jump in without proper confirmation. And if the trend turns against them, they keep throwing in more money trying to prove themselves right. But the patient ones stay calm and composed. They don't care if they miss this particular chance because they understand something fundamental. The market isn't just operating for today, it runs for years and years. The real test of patience comes when you feel there's an opportunity present, but your rules clearly say, not yet. In that critical moment, if you stick to your rules, trust me, you've crossed a huge milestone. You've learned to control your emotions effectively, and in trading, your biggest enemy is never the market itself, it's your own mind. Every time you sit in front of your trading screen, a battle begins between your patience and your anxiety. Every win and every loss ultimately comes from that internal battle. Those who build strong patience never regret their decisions because they know they followed their process consistently. But those who act out of restlessness slowly lose not just money, but also their confidence and self-trust. So from now on, every time you see a promising setup, ask yourself, am I truly waiting for the right signal? Or am I just stuck in the urge to do something? This one question can change your entire trading journey. When you maintain patience in the market, it doesn't just affect your portfolio performance, it fundamentally shapes your mindset. And this mindset is the real key to long-term success. The more patience you develop, the clearer you think. Clear thinking means fewer mistakes, fewer losses, and more sustainable growth over time. Many new traders believe success comes from technical skills, extensive knowledge, or some secret trading strategy. But the truth is, the most important qualities are discipline and patience. You can learn technical skills in a month, but developing genuine patience and discipline can take years, because it's not just about training your mind, it becomes part of your core personality. Understand this deeply. Patience doesn't mean sitting idle and doing nothing. It means you're constantly observing, analyzing, and preparing, but you act only when both timing and signal are absolutely perfect. This is called alert patience. You're alert, ready, and prepared, but not unnecessarily active. The market throws thousands of opportunities at you every single day, but not every opportunity is meant for you. Your capital is limited, your energy is limited, so you must be selective and strategic. And this selective approach comes only through patience. Without it, you'll keep reacting to every market move and eventually exhaust yourself completely. Another important point, patience doesn't just help you make money, it helps you avoid losses too. Many traders take revenge trades without thinking, desperately trying to recover past losses and end up losing even more money. But if you stay calm, accept your losses gracefully, and understand when to stop, you can recover steadily without panic. So next time a trade doesn't go as planned, ask yourself, is it really time to act immediately, or should I pause and think carefully? And if the answer is to wait, feel proud that you didn't just take a trade, you won an important emotional battle. When it comes to managing risk effectively, patience becomes your biggest possible strength. Risk is always present in the market, you can never remove it completely. But managing it wisely and making the right decisions at the right times is what wins the long game. First, understand that risk doesn't just mean potential loss. It means protecting your capital so you can survive the market's uncertainty and continue playing the game. And that's only possible when you stay patient, avoid hasty decisions, and stick to your plan consistently. Patience helps you realize that you don't have to jump into every trade that appears. You must understand your personal risk tolerance and size your positions accordingly. If market conditions aren't favorable for your strategy, staying away is actually the smartest decision possible. That's what patience really means, waiting for the right moment. Very often in the market, people take big risks out of a rush to make quick profits. But patient investors add up small wins step by step to reach much bigger goals. That's why the golden rule in risk management is to take risks patiently and wisely. When you manage your risks smartly, your mental stress drops significantly too, because you know you have a solid plan for every situation. And when your mind is calm and clear, you naturally make better choices. So see patience as your superpower in risk management. Those who master it are the ones who last in the market for the long run. When you think about managing your losses, it's not just about protecting your capital. It's also about limiting how much you lose when things go wrong. One of the most powerful ways to do this is by using a stop-loss order. A stop-loss is a simple but effective tool that automatically closes your trade when your loss reaches a predetermined level. Every successful trader uses this tool without fail. But here's the important catch. If you set your stop-loss too close out of fear or too far away out of carelessness, it can backfire on you. That's why it takes patience and a solid understanding of the market to place it at exactly the right spot. This is another side of patience, staying calm and making thoughtful decisions to control your losses effectively. Next, portfolio diversification is equally important in managing risk. Putting all your money into one single asset or trade is like inviting trouble into your life. You must spread your investments across different asset classes intelligently. That way, if one trade fails, the others help protect your overall capital. This too demands patience, because picking the right assets and adjusting your portfolio over time is an ongoing process, not a one-time job. Another key point is controlling your emotions effectively. One impulsive decision can cost you dearly in the market. When you face a significant loss, trying to recover it in a hurry usually makes the situation much worse. In these challenging moments, staying calm and thinking with a cool head is absolutely priceless. This mental discipline, this patience, can save your entire trading career. So remember, risk management isn't just about waiting around passively. It's about making wise choices, limiting losses intelligently, and handling your portfolio carefully. These qualities are what set winning traders apart from everyone else. When it comes to trading, discipline and consistency are the two pillars you simply cannot ignore. The market is always changing, emotions swing wildly, but the trader who sticks to their rules and aims to perform steadily each day is the one who wins in the end. First, discipline means you follow your trading plan no matter what happens. No matter how tempting a situation looks, you don't deviate from your strategy. It's important to accept that not every trade will be profitable, but discipline is what reduces your losses and maximizes your gains over time. Consistency means you focus on collecting small, steady wins instead of chasing big profits in a rush. The traders who move patiently and plan every step carefully survive and thrive in the long run. On the other hand, many new traders try to get rich quickly. They jump in and out of trades frantically, lose control of their emotions, abandon their plans, and lose their capital fast. That's why making discipline and consistency a habit is non-negotiable. You must understand that to perform well over time, you need to follow your rules consistently, control yourself effectively, and adapt your strategy slightly every day to fit the market's current mood. All this is only possible when you keep your mind strong and patient. Now, how do you actually bring discipline and consistency into your trading life? Start with a clear and precise trading plan. It should include your entry and exit points, your risk management strategies, and your preferred trading time frame. Your trading plan will guide you so that your decisions are driven by logic rather than sudden emotions. Next, make it a habit to update your trading journal regularly. After every trade, review it honestly and thoroughly. What worked well? What went wrong? This habit alone helps you learn from mistakes and improve your strategies consistently. That's how true consistency is built, by trying to get a little better every single day. Third, always control your emotions effectively. When the market moves against you, don't panic. Stick to your plan with discipline and never make a big decision without thinking it through completely. To help with this, use mindfulness or meditation techniques to keep your mind calm and focused. Fourth, celebrate your small wins and see them as steps toward your bigger goal. Great success always demands patience, so never forget that discipline and consistency together become your biggest strength in trading. Now think about this. How can you improve if you don't evaluate yourself properly? The most successful traders are the ones who honestly analyze their performance and constantly work on getting better. Performance evaluation isn't just about looking at numbers and statistics. It's about understanding what you learned, where you went wrong, and what you need to do next to improve. Start by reviewing your trading journal carefully. Study the profit and loss of each trade thoughtfully. Think about which decisions were good and which ones increased your risk unnecessarily. Be aware of how your emotions influence those decisions. When you know which habits help you and which hold you back, you can adjust your trading plan accordingly. Also, use key performance indicators to measure how effective your trading really is. Your win rate, average profit and loss, and your risk-to-reward ratio, these metrics show you exactly where you stand and what needs improvement. Next, adopt strategies to improve step by step. Identify your weak points and set small, practical goals to fix them. For example, if you often make emotional decisions too quickly, try mindfulness or mental exercises to slow yourself down. If your risk management is weak, learn more about it and follow strict rules consistently. Always remember that improvement is a continuous journey. As long as you keep reviewing yourself honestly, you keep moving forward in the right direction. So check your performance regularly and make the necessary changes without hesitation. When you start learning from your mistakes, the first step is to identify what caused you to make poor decisions. It might be incomplete information, excessive haste, or getting carried away by emotions. So after every trade, ask yourself, did I have all the necessary facts? Did I measure the risk properly? Was my decision logical or driven by feelings? This honest self-examination will help you gradually refine your trading style. Another smart move is to focus on small, steady improvements. Big successes are often built on lots of tiny corrections done consistently over time. For example, if you make just 1% better decisions with each trade, over time your overall performance will grow significantly. This approach also builds your confidence step by step, and never lose your desire to keep learning. The market keeps changing constantly, so you must keep learning new techniques, fresh concepts, and stay updated with changing conditions. Good traders are always students of the market. Finally, make self-improvement a regular routine. Analyze your performance every week or month and see where you stand. Start adopting new strategies and put them into practice gradually. Slowly but surely, you'll notice greater consistency and success in your trading. By continually evaluating and improving yourself, you build a stronger foundation in the trading world. Have you ever thought about this? Real success doesn't come just from learning techniques and strategies. It comes from having the right mindset. In trading, your thinking, your attitude, and your mental strength become your biggest source of power. A winning mindset is about how you look at challenges, how you deal with them, and how you keep moving forward no matter what obstacles appear. First, understand that losses and wins are both natural parts of trading. The most successful traders treat losses as valuable lessons, not failures. This attitude pushes them to keep improving and frees them from the paralyzing fear of losing money. Next, learn to be genuinely patient. The desire for quick profits or rushing into trades only leads to poor decisions. Traders with a solid mindset know that real success takes time, and patience is their greatest companion. Third, embrace a mindset of continuous growth. This means staying committed to becoming better every day, no matter what the market looks like. Keep upgrading your skills, your knowledge, and your thinking patterns. Fourth, maintain strong self-belief. Without confidence, you cannot trade successfully. But remember, true confidence is never blind. It's built on real knowledge and genuine experience. Finally, take care of your mental health. The stress of trading can easily lead to anxiety and bad decisions. Strengthen your mind with yoga, meditation, and a healthy lifestyle. A success mindset helps you stand back up every time you fall. It motivates you to learn and to come back stronger than before. This mindset won't just help you in trading, it will lift you in every part of your life. Now that you understand the power of mindset and constant self-growth, remember that your trading journey never really ends. The market always evolves, and the best traders are the ones who adapt with every new wave. This mindset of patience, confidence, and the hunger to keep learning will be your greatest weapon. Trading is not just about making money, it's about developing mental strength and clear thinking. When you build this strong mindset, you stop fearing market fluctuations and focus calmly on your long-term goals. The journey to becoming a successful trader is ultimately a journey of self-discovery and personal growth. Every challenge the market throws at you is an opportunity to become stronger, wiser, and more disciplined. Remember, the market rewards those who can master themselves first.